Hi everyone, welcome back to Dozen Cats. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you may be in the world. Sorry about the ding, that was me turning up my speakers. I should have done that before. Lots going on today for a Tuesday. So we have our lunar eclipse and full moon today. We of course also have the midterm elections happening in the US today. So I thought that we would take a little extra time and just go through a couple of things. So welcome to the Rise and Shine Daily Reading. As always, the Rise and Shine Daily Reading is meant to put a little spring in our steps, some food for thought, some gentle guidance, something to help us as we navigate throughout our day. As it is a general message, it may not resonate with everyone. If it does resonate, claim it. If it does not, leave it behind. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and comments are greatly appreciated. So, as always, I turn to the trusty internet for my information on full moons and new moons, etc. This full moon lunar eclipse is in Taurus. This information I'm getting from today.com, and it is what they are calling a call to break free. This is a lunar eclipse, and it is the last total lunar eclipse until 2025. So it's significant in that respect. We are sort of right in the middle of eclipse season. We've had two eclipses, a partial solar eclipse on October 25th, and then today's total lunar eclipse. And this will take place early on the morning of November the 8th. It's 5:50 a.m. Eastern time now, November the 8th. So that would have happened about 45 minutes ago. And it was totally visible across most of the United States, and it would have been something fabulous, quite spectacular actually to see, because what will happen is the hue on the face of the moon takes on this gorgeous sort of reddy orange pinkish kind of hue to it, because it's moving into the Earth's shadow. And oftentimes this particular full moon is known as the blood moon because of that hue that it takes on. It's going to be an exhilarating and emotional journey for almost everyone. It is a time when we have a lunar eclipse to have secrets and truths exposed, which is why it can be so exhilarating. So what will happen during the eclipse today? Simply put, it's, there's two planetary bodies, and they block the sun's rays from lighting up the moon. And for about 85 minutes in total, the moon is in the Earth's shadow. So, having said that, what else can we tell you here? That the eclipse is an aspect to four planets, not including the sun or the moon. So Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Uranus. And what that means is that we might feel called to break out of situations and or relationships that may be holding us back. The sun and Mercury will connect in the morning on the 8th, with Uranus opposing Mercury in the evening time. These cosmic energies will allow us to see matters from a clearer perspective, even though we may not necessarily feel ready for the stark light of that clarity. Uranus is waking up our emotions and desire for autonomy as it squares off against the controlling planet of Saturn. Mercury and Venus are urging us to do what makes us happy. And with that being said, let's toss some cards. So I do want to mention really quick that I will come back on later on today with some, I want to call them coping mechanisms, coping strategies, some tips and tricks to help us navigate the energy of today, whether it be because of the full moon or because of what's happening with the elections. It is really important that we look after ourselves today and not allow ourselves to get tripped up in the rabbit hole of the stress sort of cooker that this day could bring, right? So we've got a bunch of oracle cards on the table. I've got my own oracle deck and some tarot cards. Let's see what we can get. We're going to start with the tarot cards. This is the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot. And I was freezing when I woke up. And I put my sweater on and now I'm hot. Happens. Happens. Okay. Yesterday, friends. So I'm sitting here and I'm just trying to take a rest and, you know, because I'm still trying to get back to 100% from being sick. And I'm just sort of lounging around back here in my little diva den. And my next door neighbor decides, hey, this is a great time to chop down a tree. Now, it is a tree in their backyard. It has nothing to do with my property. But of course, right beside my house, it literally sounded like it was coming through my house at one point. And then I heard the crack. And the tree fell. And when it fell, some of its branches fell over top of the fence. Well, the fence that separates our property is on our side, and it's our fence. And of course, it's an old fence. And all the branches are now cracked and broken and laying all over our property. To be perfectly honest, my neighbor is lucky that he did not hurt himself, because that thing came down, and I think that even he was surprised at how heavy it was to shift, because he looked like he was struggling. But anyways, I'm just glad no one was hurt. And let's hope that that is over for the foreseeable future. It was a lot. All right, we have the 5 of air on the bottom of the deck. So we start out with the 6 of air. 6 of air moving from choppy waters to a calmer shore, to a safer harbor. It's stepping away, moving away from trouble and, you know, upheaval, right? It's relief, it's hope, it's moving forward or moving on. That's the energy coming in from the past. Currently, we've got the 2 of air here, the 2 of air, the 2 of swords, indecision, confusion, right? Feeling like you have to make a choice or a decision. You're not sure which direction to go in. This is avoidance. People get confused by that, because sometimes when we know that we need to make a decision and we avoid making said decision, we actually make the situation worse for ourselves, right? In the possible outcome position, we have the Knight of Water, which is an interesting card to turn up. This is about your feelings, right? About wearing your emotions on your sleeve, being very sensitive, getting your feelings hurt easily. It's about being romantic, that light, flighty, sort of beautiful, butterfly kind of feeling when new romance or new friendship is blossoming, right? When you meet someone that you feel super connected to immediately. It's also a bit of drama, because of course those things would bring some drama, but it's not negative drama. It's more like the intensity of drama, if that makes sense. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the 5 of air. You can see here in this picture, she's sort of trying to outmaneuver herself or be strategic in her maneuverings by the chessboard, right? So this is melodrama. This is reassessment. On this card, it says mistakes. I don't like the word mistakes. It implies that, you know, things are negative. This is that, you know, well, if I move here, then this will happen. And if I go here, then that will happen. It's trying to outsmart your own self, trying to have a strategy, but not actually making any progress, if that makes sense. So I feel like you're struggling with your emotions, which is what they said that today would be about, right? You have come off of this bumpy ride, still feeling a little unsteady and a little unsure. You're feeling quite sensitive and quite fragile, I feel. And that is why this need to have a plan, have a strategy is here showing up, because we're trying to avoid hurting ourselves or getting ourselves hurt. So let's pull some more cards. Let's see what else we can get. That was quick. We've got the new moon in Aries. Go for it. Literally, that's what I was going to say. You know, avoidance, something my therapist told me a long time ago. Anxiety is based on fear, right? So afraid of change, afraid of the unknown, because we don't have all the answers. Avoiding something actually breeds fear, because again, it's unknown, right? And that's when we start imagining all these possibilities and things that could go wrong. It's never anything positive in that scenario. It's only ever trying to avoid something, catastrophic or damaging. And what we've done is create all these scenarios where everything is going all haywire, and we're making the situation so much worse. So what do I always say? Try and stay in the present. This is when you take out a sheet of paper and you write down the problem. What is it that you're worried about? How are you feeling about what you're worried about? And if you do A or if you do B, how is it going to change the outcome? And then once it's on a sheet of paper, you can actually look at it for what it is and then decide how to move forward from that point. All right, let's see what else we can get here. Right? This is having faith in yourself, trusting in your inner wisdom to guide you, trusting in your intuition, your gut instinct. There we go. We've got Moon and Gemini. Indecision. Should I stay or go? So that's how we're feeling, right? What should I do? How do I do it? When do I do it? Should I do it? Right? It's this out strategizing ourselves and actually making the situation seem much worse than it really is. Maybe break it down. Maybe try to break it down into smaller segments or more manageable sections, right? So that you're not feeling like you're setting yourself up for failure. If you break down a task or something and try to simplify it, then you can, try to attack or conquer one piece at a time. Rome was not built in a day, as they say. All right, we have heavy heart. Take time to nurture your emotional wounds, right? Again, bringing in this Knight of Water, your emotional wounds. Sometimes when we are fearful or frightened or stressed, we have a tendency to, I need an answer, and I need an answer right now. I need a strategy. I need to fix this. I need to kick it, but I need to move past it, move through it, move forward, right? We have that feeling that we must react. We must do something. Maybe the thing to do is to sit back and take a moment and assess how you feel. So being proactive rather than being reactive. That was a lot of cards, but we will take them because Spirit wants us to see them. We have rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present, right? Again, that's that Six of Air, that's that relief, that hope, that moving on. We have voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. When you are open to receive, you receive. There's really no other way to say that, and it's lovely, right? We have navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. One step at a time. Again, maybe breaking things down in a more simplified way. You don't have to have the total answer right now. Maybe just part of the answer is good enough. Uncovering the treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So in other words, if you can get out of this mindset of I must have, all of the answers, I must be reactive, I need to do something, just do something to make this better or make it feel like it's, I'm making progress. Maybe if you take a step back and be more proactive, that's when the answer will be sort of revealed, right? In that quiet sort of solitude that we all earn for, or yearn for, not earn for, hoping that the clarity comes to us in those quiet moments. It's interesting to me that this is the blood moon, and we have this like orangey yellow hue and this orangey red kind of hue and this red hue in these three cards here. Very interesting to me. All right. The last card that we have is the chakra balance card. This is beautiful. Out of chaos comes creation. Out of chaos comes creation. Stones that they mention here are Amazonite, carnelian, peach moonstone, and red jasper. So this is about your cycles, right? This is about taking a step back, taking a deep breath and saying, okay, what is it that I want to achieve and how do I do that? Whether you break it down into mini steps, whether you just say, you know what, I'm taking a deep breath and I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to try to overplan. I'm not going to try to over strategize. What I'm trying to do is be reactive. I'm trying to be proactive, not reactive, allowing yourself to still feel the moment and embrace the moment, right? Having faith in yourself, trusting in yourself, believing in yourself, trusting your gut intuition and your inner wisdom to be your navigation system, right? Sometimes in crises, in times of indecision, is when we come up with our best ideas and our best plans as to how to move forward. Outstanding reading for today. I do hope you enjoyed it. I do hope it resonates. Please do try to stay calm today. Stay happy. Make sure that you're grounding and centering yourself. And as I said, I will come back out later on today with another video on how to sort of just cope with the day's energy, specifically for the U.S. political situation that we are facing today. So with that being said, I wish you many, many blessings. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you when we see you next. Mwah. Bye for now.